Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Through Daybreak with Kelithor. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope your holidays went well and you have a plan for things you're going to change in the new year. Yeah. Last time we did some... Right, we had a meeting with Sharid, and we finished up the Blacklight District, and now we're doing Evening in Edith. So we started with Old Town, we have a couple people to talk to, then we'll probably catch a movie and do more bonding events before going through another district and seeing what we can find on the 4 SPGs. So, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all the things. Sup? You writing a letter? Mm-hmm. I figured I'd let everybody back home know how I'm doing. We've written back and forth a few times, but man, there's just so much to talk about now. I don't know where to start. My first time in the Blacklight District, for one, though Abby might already know what that place is like. Wouldn't surprise me. Might as well be on the Jaeger bucket list. I might have gone there as a Jaeger myself if I'd stayed there. But I like learning about stuff this way. Working with you has really opened my eyes to all these new things. So I was going to write to them about it. Every day out here is super exciting. I say go for it. I can tell you've really liked the time.
Well?
I'm doing so much stuff now. I gotta pick something to write about, but what? I want to write to my little brother and sisters, but then there's so much I want to tell Umi. Letters that are books. We already talked to Rosette. There's a cat up here on the balcony. Yes. Hey, à toi. Meow. Okay. Sorry. I see that cat every now and then. Guess this is his turf. Meow.
Alrighty.
Alright, that should take care of Old Town. Double check, make sure. Yep, all the dots are white. Good. Right. Let's go to Tyrell.
Off we go.
Check out a movie. Talk to everybody in Tyrell.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
There's a new movie. Key. What do we have? We have Golden Blood, Sober Curious, Peony Blade, This Side of Heaven. All right.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the end.
We've decided to once again screen Golden Blood, Director's Cut. After receiving complaints about its content, we initially put it on hold. However, we believe in freedom of expression, so it's back now. As the story goes, director Salvatore Gotti sought to make a more extreme film than what ultimately came out. However, after some persuasion from the film's distributor and Judith Lanster's talent agency, he dialed it back for the original release. We've also begun to show Midnight Memories as of this week. That film has attracted some attention among a subset of horror fans. I must say, in spite of its low budget, the sense of immersion that comes from its mockumentary framing is rather incredible. Some viewers have even asked if it was a recording of actual spirits that were found in the real world. That sounds a little bit like Blair Witch Project from the early 2000s. Or late 90s.
Well?
Late 90s.
Hello.
Welcome. Can I get you a ticket for something? What's playing right now? Okay, so we've already seen Sober Curious. Already seen Golden Blood. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Wolves Requiem. I think the director's cut is different, but we'll do this one.
If you have a ticket, please proceed.
Tickets for Wolves Requiem? It'll be 200 mira for one. Yep. Let's grab a seat. Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Hey, is that Van I see? Oh, hey, Zin. Didn't realize you were here. This time of day is the only stretch I get to myself. Fee filled me in on everything that happened around the film festival in Tharbad. That's how I learned about the movie and it winning the first Lion d'Or. When I saw they were doing reruns, I couldn't pass up seeing it. Makes sense. It won that award for a damn good reason. It's probably the best movie released this year. A real masterpiece. Not to mention that Nina Fenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actress and Actor on top of that. I can see why. It was great stuff. Lots of macho action and just as much romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I loved it. It's impressive how gritty it manages to depict the conflict between the police and gang while still being so entertaining to watch. Makes me want to follow Leslie Lamb's work and see what else he puts on. Can't say I blame you. The press loves him just as much as movie nerds like me. I have to imagine he's knee-deep in his next film by now. Looking forward to checking it out as a fan when it's out myself. Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Yep.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how popular Wolves Requiem is. We started screening that at night alongside the director's cut of Golden Blood, though the latter has an age restriction in place. Director Gotti wanted that version to be screened because, in his words, it leaves nothing on the table. Many moviegoers also expressed interest, so in the spirit of supporting Vegas films, we ultimately decided to show it.
Thank you for your visit today.
Oh, for a minute I thought that was Mariel,
Screen 2
but it's
will
not.
soon begin.
Nobody up here.
If you have a ticket,
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
Lyle, what are you doing in a place like this? Don't get any funny ideas. I'm not trying to do anything weird. Just on my way home from work. I work at that instrument store 3 times a week. Plus, I clean buildings and deliver newspapers to people. As a result, I know this area like the back of my hand these days. I've even seen you around here a couple times. Really? I never realized you were here so much. Wait, that's a lot of jobs to juggle. Isn't that too much to handle? Well, my tuition and room and board aren't going to pay for themselves. I do what I have to. They call me the part-time pro for a reason, you know? And here I almost found myself respecting him a little for once. Turns out he's the same guy as ever. It's a lot of jobs you have, Lyle. At first I was almost impressed, but you're the same old Lyle as ever, it seems. Huh? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
How about some popcorn, huh?
I heard they were going to be playing Golden Blood Director's Cut again at the theater. I missed my opportunity to see it last time, and I've been regretting it ever since. Now, I have to see it. It's my duty as a movie buff. I was so worried that the director's cut was just going to vanish into thin air after it left the theater. I'm so glad to be proven wrong. So glad. Hey, Shino.
Hello.
Nope, same stuff.
Thank you.
The shopping center here is always so busy at night. It has this unique atmosphere that I'm very fond of. It seems these two were enjoying a movie together before they came here. I'll have to serve up some of my tastiest drinks to keep the conversation flowing for them. Do what you do, Shino.
how about some nice cold ice cream?
I was so fired up to take that popcorn seller head on, but it looks like he's mostly got his eye on the movie theater and what they're playing. He got me all revved up for nothing. Guess he's the type of guy who can cool off as quickly as he gets fired up. Not that I can complain too much when I'm clearly attracting more customers than him, so I'd still say I'm getting the last laugh. Our little competition might have turned out to be a whole lot of nothing. But putting that aside, it's actually not so bad selling out here at night. Nothing here.
Let's see what we've got.
Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Nope, nothing here. Okay. Looks like a Fiat. I interviewed Walter Huckberry earlier today. We did it at a pretty relaxed location, but I still tried to be careful with what I said. Still, he was definitely a nicer guy than I was expecting. I've come away from that interview feeling like I can write a deep, insightful piece about him. Now I just need to pull it all together. Yeah, we saw you sitting outside Montmartre. He didn't want to be there, though. It's strange. I don't usually get so fired up when I'm doing an assignment like this. I better take that feeling and run with it. I've got to get all my thoughts down while they're still fresh in my mind. Chen looked pretty stressed earlier. I'm guessing the editors thrust some assignment on him that's outside his wheelhouse. In some ways, he's the opposite of Marielle. He's always down on his luck, but it's like she's blessed with it. That said, it did sound like he had some sort of success. I hope the final article turns out great. It's amazing we're broadcasting this year's EGC over the Orbital Net. We've got to nail the production and get every detail right. Right. We're going to make this the best EGC by a selge, but it's going to take all of us working as a team to make it happen. I've got new lighting gear all ready to go on my end. But what are we going to do for the background music? We want to start with something nice and subdued, don't we? I've got an idea. What about that song that's kind of popular lately? What was it called again? Oh, I know the one. You mean that one with the really nice melody? I remember the singer. I think his name was Jess Branson? Carol? Is something wrong? No, nothing at all. don't mind me. Of all the people, why did it have to be him? I mean, I'm glad he's getting noticed, of course, but still. Jess Branson, you said, right? That could work. I'll get in touch with his agency and see what they have to say. I know the president there. He's a regular of mine. I'll just ask him. They're doing it. They're really doing it. What do I do? I'm happy, but at the same time, what do I do? Jess making strides. When it comes to heinous crimes in Calvert, they don't get much bigger than the whole devil-worshipping cult. They denied Adios' existence, and about a decade ago, they were going around and kidnapping kids. I was still just a little kid myself back then, and I remember them giving me the absolute creeps. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. The kind of chills a girl can't get enough of. When word got out about that whole cult, it sent shockwaves across the entire country. This book of mine really is the best. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. The DG cult, which we will learn a great deal more about in Trails of the Sky 2nd chapter, and which Ren has first-hand knowledge of, unfortunately. Sure is fixated on the sky for some reason. Can't see anything myself, but who knows?
Welcome. We await your next.
Oh, you're here late. What can I serve you this evening? There's a family from Elsheim that often comes to the cafe in the afternoon. They do appear to have finally settled into the city at long last. They've started telling me all sorts of things about their lives, such as Aramis' educational outing, which is nice to hear. It seemed to be quite the struggle for them to get acclimated to their new environment, but these days they sound much more relaxed. I'm relieved. My Vern Company work has really been piling up lately. I'm worried about the company. The financial boost they get from reparations is bound to peter out soon. Oh well, nothing I can do about that, so I'll just de-stress with some reading. I bought a book titled Orasian Credit Union's Bankruptcy, The Truth. But I think I'm in the mood for a novel. What to buy?
Alrighty.
Aramis Educational Visitation sounds awesome and all, but I like working here too. You get to see all kinds of people doing fun and cool things. And when I say all kinds, I mean all kinds. We get Aramis students, foreigners, musicians, a little of everything. That's why I can't bring myself to quit doing work like this. It doesn't hurt that Charles, the owner, has a personality that really invites everyone to just come in and be themselves too. Barristers, certified accountants, you're not alone. You're never alone. 10 Summoner's Tales, St. Augustine in Hell. I guess it's time for me to start focusing my attention towards this year's Edith Girls collection. Basically, it's a fashion show that takes place on the night of the Revolution Festival. Huge trendsetter when it comes to next year's styles. As someone who recruits new modeling talent for a living, I always keep a close eye on the people and fashion they exhibit at that show every year.
The next generation will inherit the title of world's fastest in perfect driver, too.
Oh, I'm beat today. Is it just me, or have the other districts been calling in help more often lately? Because I swear, my shoulders and back are killing me more than usual. Oh, Karen, just how old are you? You're starting to sound like an old man going on like that. How's about I give you a little massage, My ma tells me I've got the hands of an angel. That's okay, Nancy. You don't have to do all that. She sure is soothing to be around, though. I can feel my muscles loosening up already just from talking to her. What's wrong? I got something on my face? No, you don't. It's nothing. Thanks for the offer. I feel a little more relaxed already. Well, let's get this show on the road. The city isn't going to patrol itself at night. We seem to be having some unsavory characters prowling around lately, but I've got them in my sight. Nothing escapes this officer's watch. You're far too serious all the time, Karen. Always so uptight. Always on high alert. How about I give you a shoulder rub, Ma and Pa say I'm a real natural at it.
Show business in. Sober curious.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
If you're looking for Albert, he just went home. I still don't know how he juggles his student council duties and his job here. I overheard him talk about a school outing he'll be doing. He sounded a little concerned about it. I'm guessing it's because of teenager things. Hang in there, kiddo. Your boss is in your corner. Albert's such a sweetheart. I can't not want him to succeed with whatever he's got going on. I hope he doesn't take his youth for granted. You never realize how precious those early years are until they're over. Bah. I've been held up with the press corps, so I haven't had any time to find leads on stories from other places. Though it's nothing I can't fix by calling in a few favors. Maybe I'll try and strike a deal with one of the small-time news agencies. As soon as I offer to set them up with one of my contacts in Parliament, I'll have them eating from the palm of my hand. You sure about that, buddy?
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Huh? What the? He's already done going through all the flyers and sales slips? Not only that, but he also took care of next month's ingredient list and tweaked the menus. Oh, and there's a note, too. Get these back to Ms. Mao. Also, apologize to her for getting carried away while you're at it. He sounds so mad. And how is he so freaking capable anyway? Oh, sorry for all the yelling. I should get back to work. I just don't understand how Calhoun is that talented. I'm half convinced he isn't even human. Please, take your time while you're here. Relax and enjoy. Kunming's got guts, bossing Calhoun around like that. She's completely clueless about our true line of business, and personally, I'd like to keep it that way. Things are heating up behind the scenes, so if I want her to stay out of harm's way, I'll have to redouble my efforts. I'd better link up with Tao, so we can start investigating the situation. Hey, been keeping busy with those patrols? About as busy as you've been with that drinking, it seems. I thought you would have made a beeline for the Blacklight District or something. You know me too damn well at this point. Yeah, I'd be down there right now if it weren't for what Cao and the rest said earlier. We're finally about to close in on A after all this time, the bastards. Once we know what their endgame is, all we have to do is move in and crush them. Hey now, don't get too ahead of yourself, all right? Once they know something, I'm sure they'll be in touch. I know we don't have the most fun job in the meantime, but it is what it is. You've got that right. Don't get me wrong, Chief. I know trying to rush things is just asking for trouble. I can be hot-headed, but I'm not an idiot. I think I'm going to order some food, too. Make sure I'm recharged when it's time for us to go in and kick A's in the garden's asses. What do you say? Any way I can get you to treat your lackey to a little something extra? Promise I won't call you an old man for, 5 minutes. Sorry, punk. I ain't made of money. You'll have to pay for whatever you want on your own, Mira. Today's been a hell of a crazy day, but at least we got enough out of it to make all that bullshit worth it. I think I'm going to order some food. Make sure I'm really recharged for whatever's coming up next. I heard they've cast an Easterner named Nina Fendley as Sheena Dirk in that upcoming Gloria movie. Did the director sleep through history class or something? Sheena Dirk was white. You can't favor diversity over historical accuracy. It's just plain wrong. Plus, if they wanted to cast an Easterner, General Atkinson was right there, He was mixed race. Oh, for Adio's sake. Why must they show that Salvatore Gotti travesty again after all this time? They already suspended it once. Did they suddenly decide it had value because it was the runner-up for Best Direction? Ridiculous. Utterly and completely ridiculous. How could this theater have fallen so low? Get off your high horse, buddy. Also, accuracy, but also talent and artistic license. Many sides to those decisions. Okay, Station Street.
Let's do this.
And first, we are going to... Well, we're definitely going to do Yumé. Definitely going to do Yumé. But then we've got this unknown. And I think we'll do these two. And we'll let Fairy slide. First, let's teach Yumé some chess. I hope you're ready, Van. I'm not going to go easy on you. Someone's eager to learn. I'm impressed you want to try it. It's pretty tricky for a kid your age. That's okay. I've watched Grandpa play before. It always looks fun. I figured he might have had something to do with it. I've seen him playing with his buddies before. Why not ask him to teach you instead of me? I'm sure he'd be really happy to do so. Don't worry about it. And I want to play with you, Van. All right. If that's what you want, we can go around. With that, Van and Yumé started playing. Just the act of teaching Yumé how to move the pieces was a struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexities in chess. She'd flicker pieces at his and knock them down one moment, and the next she'd be trying to use already captured pieces as her own. But Van's patience never wavered. He gently and slowly continued teaching Yumé the rules behind chess in an easy-to-digest way. Oh, is that how you're gonna play? Yep, my house, my rules. My mistake, Your Highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. Little by little, Yumé finally began to grasp the rules. Her tendency to make a move guided just by intuition made her very unpredictable. Your turn, Yums. Who's next? Haven't been playing for long, but her instincts are real sharp already. No hesitation when making a play either. Well, I guess she's still a kid. She's good at catching me off guard. I know. How about this? Take that. Your turn, Van. Whoa, that's a really good play there, kiddo. Keep this up and you might end up going pro when you're older. Maybe. I'm just glad you're having fun. Huh? Are you not having fun too? I am. I'm having lots of fun. And it's because you are, Van. You've been so happy lately. You're always smiling now that Agnes and Fairy and Aaron and Rosette are here. What? Was I not happy before that? You ain't wrong, kid. Not a lot to be happy about back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs. I was just seeing the worst in people. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but spend too long surrounded by nothing but darkness, and you eventually go blind. I don't think I can thank you enough, kiddo. That bright smile of yours is like a lifeline for me, even when everything else in my life was grim. If only you knew how special you are. No wonder your granddad's so crazy about you. Hey, are you listening to me? It's your turn, Van. Come on. Oh, sorry, Yums. Okay, my next move is... Hey, you punk. Don't you think it's about time I had my granddaughter back? It's getting late. Crap. I lost track of time. Sorry, kiddo. We'll have to finish our match another day. Aw, but I want to keep playing. But, okay. I had fun. Look, Grandpa, look. I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. Yumé? Ah, that's why she wanted me to teach her. On second thought, I may have been too strict. You can keep playing with our good-for-nothing neighbor. Just make sure you don't go to bed too late. Really? Yep. You earned it for making your old grandpa so proud. Just promise not to keep your mom waiting or she might get mad. Yay! I promise. You are such a sucker for Yumes. Can't imagine there's much you wouldn't do for her. No one asked you. Let's split into teams. Me and Grandpa against you, Van. 2-on-1? Well, that ain't fair, but I'm in. If I get to play your granddad, then that means I don't have to hold back, and I don't think so. Only one of us gets to look good in front of Yumé, and I'm certain you understand who it'll be. The three of them kept playing deep into the night until an exasperated Paulette finally came to check on them.
More! Teach me more. I can't wait to play.
Van's maximum HP, plus 100. A family called Montmartre. All right. Ooh. Nice to meet you. My name is Milty. I'll start working in the department store next week. I stopped by to finish making some arrangements. Well, that was the plan anyway. Looks like the boss is busy right now. Might have to do some window shopping to kill time. Oh, congratulations. You're our 1,000th customer this month. Here's your gift certificate. We're doing a special offer at the moment. Huh? Really? Yay! My editor loved my Tharbad report, too. One lucky thing after another. At this rate, I might even be able to find Dingo. Luck just finds you everywhere. Dingo really helped me out with the whole Tharbad situation. I wanted to tell him how impressed my editor was with the report. Huh? Did Marguerite go home already? Here I was hoping to ask her for some more hot tips on finding a hot man with an even hotter bank account. Oh well, I see her here at the department store all the time, so it's not like I can't ask her next time.
I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
Ilhan didn't realize that Administrator Wesley was, well, the administrator for the store right across the street. Wesley's a great administrator, sure, but he could work a little on his people skills. But I digress. Taking advantage of the unused rooftop area was a great idea. Even I didn't know about it. I've worked here for 30 years. 30!
Does anything catch your eye?
Nope.
I hope I see you again.
By the way, Van, ever thought about investing in a business? To be specific, my business. You have been taking a lot of requests. You've got to be loaded, right? What do you say to pumping a little cash into my business? As if. Not with all the part-timers I got. Everyone but Agnes has rent to pay, and that ain't cheap. Got to pay them all a livable wage. Look at you, acting like a boss. You could almost pass as a proper business. Shut it. But, speaking of dough, shouldn't you be the one that's rolling in it with that recent promotion you got? Oh, no. Not at all. I owe this pharmacy so much for all they've done for me. I asked them to keep my salary the same, in fact. But once I get my business up and running, then all the Mira will come rolling in. You made the right choice quitting the martial arts. Shrewd business style suits you better. What a fun day. It's not every day I get to see you behave like a proper boss, you know. And do think on that business proposal I mentioned. You get a 10% return on investment.
Thank you for visiting
You're such a sly little shit.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. Hope you
I'm getting everything I need for my next work trip. I need to make sure I got everything so I'm not stressing out when I'm there. Let's see, a cushion, some travel-sized toiletries. How about a book? Oh, I could take something I don't usually read. It'll just add to the whole new experience.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Cute? Nope.
Thank you for visiting
All right.
We await your next.
wide variety of fine
That reminds me. Administrator Wesley's recently put some new plans of his into effect. I'm slow on the uptake where fashion's not concerned, so I only found out recently. It's nice seeing the store as a whole keep up with the times. I'll trust Administrator Wesley's judgment in this situation, and perhaps I should follow his lead.
Well,
This is such a promising opportunity. I gotta focus. I can't afford to waste any time. I can do this. Was that Mr. Powell we saw earlier? Maybe he's doing a night patrol. It'd be so awkward if he saw us.
goods for sale.
What's that teacher up to? I probably shouldn't stick my nose in. I've been workshopping a plan to put in place so we can compete with Orbital Cafe Iota. I can't back down now. Not this far in. I laid it on a little thick, but I don't think he caught on. It's a little disappointing that he didn't. Still, I'm glad I had a look. It was quite eye-opening. It showed me just how close-minded I've been and where the Orbital Cafe's true strengths lie. It's given me a lot to think about. It wasn't a lack of innovation, but rather my blind spots. The rooftop's been our biggest missed opportunity.
With us.
We've started with all the major renovations for the space, so it should be ready relatively soon. I plan on figuring out the most effective way to make use of it so we can rival Iota. The success of it will put my managerial skills and years of experience to the test. Will they now? Fancy seeing you here, Spriggan.
Western department store.
Right back at you. You looking for weapons today? Or are you looking at the buyers instead?
Goods for sale.
I've frequented this shop for my gun maintenance and customization since the old owner was still in charge. Possession of firearms is permitted under Republic law for the purposes of self-defense. Though you need a license to be a gun owner, of course. Not that you even use one. And speaking of, what are you doing here, Spriggan? Just looking for custom parts. Something that'll fit a self-defense baton. Gotta shell out for my assistants, you know? Even if the costs are starting to pile up. You're shameless, you know that? Do you have any idea what kind of authority I hold? Yeah, forget it. Let's put the fact that you're dragging a bunch of civvies around with you on the back burner for the moment. You should at least put some thought into upgrading your equipment. Trouble could strike at any moment, and it's dangerous to be unprepared. Yeah. Don't need to tell me to be careful. Well, aren't you a softy? Knew there was a nice side to you. What's that smirk for? For your information,
Thank you for visiting the Western department store.
Hey, honey. What's wrong?
Our stores have a
Oh.
wide variety of
I'm already done for the day. I just stopped by one of the stores in front of the station. I'll be back home soon. Don't worry. I'll even stop by for one of Gigi's favorite cupcakes on the way. Huh? No? Maybe a bagel then? Yeah. Love you. See you later. What? You got a problem? Nope. Not at all. That was your wife, I'm guessing. Didn't know you had a daughter either. Look at you, playing the family man. Watch it, Spriggan. Stay far away from my personal life. If you're looking for a gift, I can vouch for the new cheesecakes I got in stock downstairs. Just saying. Nice and sweet, lemon flavored too. Guarantee the kiddo's gonna love them. Cheesecake. Now that's an idea. No, not what I would. Not that I was asking for your opinion.
Alrighty.
You'll start straightening up one day when you have a family. With one on the line, you don't just get to do whatever you want. But I'm going to give it to you. The cheesecakes might be a good idea to cheer Gigi up. Even the SID top dogs go all soft for their family, huh?
You got a permit, yeah?
Shopping with us.
Yep.
I'll get more good stuff.
What do you need? I'm adjusting Mr. Deswani's gun right now. If you need something, spit it. He's real picky. Stuck to the same gun model since he joined the force. And he's very careful with maintenance. Honestly, you can gauge a lot about someone from how they care for their weapons.
We're visiting the Weston department store.
I totally disassembled his gun, top to bottom maintenance. If you need anything, get in line. Still got some adjusting to do so I can bring the accuracy up to snuff. The custom parts were made by yours truly, by the way. I make sure to customize each weapon to suit their owner perfectly. Is that so? Sounds like there's quite a bit you could teach somebody else in the industry. Profession? Okay, we'll talk to everybody here first, and then we'll talk to them. They will probably be next episode. The Bracer Guild can come in useful when it comes to maintaining public order, at least. Not denying that they're good at their job, but all the glitz and pomp rubs me the wrong way. Feels like a popularity contest half the time. Though keeping citizens safe is the police's job in the first place. We shouldn't be relying on the Bracers to do our job for us. I'll give my best performance today. We'll prove to everyone that we don't need those pretentious Bracers' help. I mean, they really kind of only step in when things get out of hand. Hey, James, what are you doing in a place like this? Of course I'd run into one of the instructors. None of your business. It's fine if you're just on your way back from shopping, but it's starting to get late. I've been worried about you. I get the impression that you've had a hard time fitting in at school. Why are you even bringing that up? That's old news. Forget it. I'm going home. Not in the mood for an annoying lecture right now. Why is everyone so annoying? Sasha especially. Just leave me alone. You look like you've got something weighing on your mind as well. It's my job as a teacher to listen to you.
Now then.
Ugh, I'm so tired. The store's packed and Mina's not listening to me. It's like I've been going in circles all day today. No one mentioned being a stay-at-home mom would be this hard. I love going for walks. Toodle-doo, toodle-dee, walking here, walking with me. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee.
The next generation.
Oh my, is it that late already? I should get going home, though perhaps I'll stop by the department store first. I'm in the mood to cook for myself for a change. Now that I finally have an apartment of my own, I try to make the most of those mundane parts of life. Some carelessness is fine here and there. But it's like she's forgotten why she's actually here. The apartment purchase here in Edith was done for the express purpose of making her work as representative easier.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So convenient nowadays.
What do we got? Ugh, damn it. I was heading to my senior's wedding today, and then I just had to get on the wrong bus. I'm not gonna make it. I even got him a present and everything. Hey, no need for tears, brother. Ain't over till the fat lady sings, yeah? But it's getting late. Hey, listen close, brother. It's the thought that counts, and that's why I'm in the business of taking your thoughts from A to B. I'm sure you prepared a wonderful gift for that senior of yours. No shame in that, is there? Only one thing to do, brother, and you already know what it is. You're right. Being late is already lame enough, but I can't flake out completely. I have to at least give him his gift. But please, take me to the party? Adios, I'm pathetic. But it'd be even worse if I just gave up here. Even if I don't make it in time for the party, I can still give him his wedding present. Ain't no one can blame a brother for shedding tears in the name of another soul. Don't stress so much, brother. Sure, you didn't get there on time, but you haven't missed your chance yet. Giordano knows these streets like the back of his hand. I'll make sure to take you there. And make a tidy profit along the way. Hey, Arkwright! I owe you one for your help today. Got a bunch of our eggs in a row now, so we won't be stepping around too many eggshells from here on. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but if this was the push that could help us get Almada under control, that'd be great. You're laying it on so thick, I don't even want to think of a witty comeback. We helped out with all these punks that have been moving recently. As far as I'm concerned, the rest ain't my job. Ouch! That's cold. But that's all right. Figures you're looking out for your folks instead. The CID's all over this mess. Thankfully, that in and of itself might be enough of a deterrent to keep things quiet around town. But there aren't as many eyes keeping careful watch in more rural areas. Take care on that work trip you got next week. How the hell do you already know that? I just saw 3 of our people off a little bit ago. They're off on a work trip. Though they mentioned they'd have dinner out, so I might be able to join them somewhere. Hopefully things will stay uneventful, but take care of yourselves. Elaine's working right now, by the way. I feel like she's been working too hard lately. She's a hard worker, sure, but I wish she'd learn to take it easy from time to time. She definitely needs the free time. You should invite her over for a movie or two. Did I cross a line there? Sorry. Can tell just by looking at you, that's a touchy subject. Y'all gotta cut it out. Elaine's probably tired of this shit too. No probablys about it. Hey, Van. Don't see you around often. I only swing by every now and then to check up on things. I guess Elaine's not around? I see Zin's back. You don't need to be coy, you know. I know you and Elaine have something going on, but I didn't know you and Zin didn't get along. I always found him easy to be around. I mean, he is, but he's nosy. Even if I try to stay distant, it's like he sees right through me. Well, I guess he also reminds me of someone I used to know. Huh. Zin really likes you, though. You two went to the Blacklight District earlier today, yeah? He was talking about asking you for help again later. Big-mouthed idiot. At least Elaine and Sarah are easier on the eyes than he is. The better-looking A-rank bracers. Now that you mention it, you know Sarah and Toval, yeah? When did you meet them? Operation Jormungandr? Or was it for the Northern War? Yeah, I helped sniff around for an infiltration route from here in Calvert. Toval's pretty easy to get along with. He's flawed, but he knows his business and makes sure to stick with it. Made negotiations real easy. I got my own fair share of flaws, too. Are you interested in meeting the Divine Blade of Wind, or the Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl? I'm sure they're both really impressive, but I'm going to pass on that one. So the Divine Blade of Wind is Arios McLean from the Crossbell arc. And the Brigadier General of Liberl is none other than Cassius Bright, Estelle and Joshua's father, who we met in Sky. And he is his own brand of special. There's a lot going on in here. Busier than I was back in Arabonia. Got 3 more reports to write for Hazel. Want to help? I'm not even from the guild. Man, you're lazy. You got me.
Well,
Napping like a cat. That's fee for you. And capable as a wildcat. Okay, what do we got? The hell, man? Who do those guys think they are? Chill it, Downey. I get how you feel, but shouting's doing nothing for us. Oh, but I'm not letting them get away with this. Hell no. Not with our street racer pride on the line. Seconded. We should take our chance while we can. What's going on here? Van. Guess I could let you know. There's this bunch of street racers causing trouble for us ever since they turned up in the capital. They're taunting us, I tell you. They drive like madmen around town just to get on our nerves. I ran my car into a guardrail thanks to their dumbasses. Just thinking about it gets me angry all over again. The hand-me-down I got from Downey got trashed real bad too. Dude, she had to be sent to the body shop. How can we let loose and enjoy a sweet drive with them tearing it up around town? Yeah, they sound pretty bad. Who are we dealing with here? They call themselves the High Bloods. There's 4 of them, and they all come from Arassian. They used to stick to their turf, but they recently started moving here. They're all rich kids, obviously, and their cars are really souped up. What's more, their leader, Lucio, is the grandson of Etwa's current company president. He's got a modded Etwa sports car. Ain't no slouch as a driver either. Last we raced, he passed me by like I was just crawling through the street. Can you believe that? Hold up. You said it was the Etwa's president's grandson? Man, that sucks. Last thing you need is someone related to the company's top brass being a dick. And he's not the worst of it. There's another guy that's an even more reckless driver. His name's Damien, and he styles himself as their main fighter. He's all cocky, taunting us from his bike, just because he can take tighter turns than any of our cars. He's the one that did my baby in. I'll never forgive that bastard. Never. He thinks he's better than us car drivers, does he? So, what are you planning to do about these guys? Surely you're not just going to let them keep running wild. Definitely not. We've tried warning them over and over to stop behaving like this, but it's fallen on deaf ears. Since they're not heeding warnings like that, I tried talking to Lucio directly. Only thing he said was, if you want us to leave, you'll have to best us in a race. We're actually on our way to the race right now. Yeah? Guess my timing's just that good. You could say that. There's 4 of them, but me and Graham are the only ones with rides right now. And that's not even counting car specs and driving ability. Hate to admit it, but it's stacked and not in our favor. But we can't just give up. Yeah, better to lose outright than to flake out on them and just lose by default. Not like we're hoping to lose, though. We're not backing down until they're in the ground. Wish us luck. I don't want to sit back and let a bunch of rich assholes wreak havoc in Edith. Maybe I could lend him a hand here. So I'm going to hold off, and we will have a street race next time. We'll do that first thing next episode, because we're a little short on time to finish this. And we'll see who our 4th participant is, because there's no way we're going 3-on-4. Also, this particular group of drivers makes a showing in the Crossbell arc in Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, and the SSS has a few problems with them in a couple of run-ins along the same lines, so they definitely need to be shown their place. This is not the first time. Anyway, catch you next time. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good New Year.